the script and it had Beverly in that bathroom stall and the stall filling with blood, I was like, oh, that's super cool, because first of all, it's terrifying and visually shocking, but then also I like the symbolism of it. You know, this idea of what does it mean for her to become a woman, especially in her house where she's being abused by her father. I love the idea of Beverly being swallowed up by blood. I then called Andy, we were talking about the scene, and he was explaining it to me, and he said that the blood would stop here. And I said, well, that's not very visually, you know, exciting. I was like, but why doesn't it go all the way up? If it's like a really terrifying scene, it should be like a Carrie moment, right? And she's like, well, I just assumed you wouldn't want to do that. I said, no, if I'm trying to climb out at some point, let's just have me drop in.
When you're working with a very tiny set that has to be flooded with something, there's not a lot of space for the cameras. So you have to be very, you know, strategic with it, but also like seize the moment, because you can't do it like, you know, 17 times. We
really mapped it out as much as we could without the blood. And then we would do these things where I would be holding on and he's on, and you know, Andy's on the mic and he'd be like, okay, you can fall.
Blood is rising and action!
Under the water, I would plug my nose and I'd hold on to the bottom of the stall and I just like would count to 5. And then I'd like shoot back up.
I love you! And one more! And cut.
And that blood was so disgusting. Because it was like in your eyeballs and it gets in your nose and your ears and you just feel it all over you.
Show me what it would look like with your left arm submerged. That is pretty dramatic. I like it a lot.
Okay. You know, Andy was saying like, you know, oh, it's so great, Jessica, I'm so happy. I said, okay, well, you're gonna find out how happy you are.
One more time! One more time! And cut! Very good. Bravo!
She had no problem, but she had to run to me after the scene and soak me in fucking blood.
No.
Can you go around and make sure?
At the very end of the shooting day, I just gave Andy and Barbara the biggest bear tackle and the biggest bear hug.
I think her motivation during the scene was not character related. It was like, when I finish the scene, I can go to Andy and soak him up.
You guys look like you were just born. And it's my favorite picture. They blew up this picture and gave it to me, and it's the two of them just covered in this slime. It's so disgusting, but we all look really happy.
So right